Welcome back my YouTube channel Old COIN ZE Collection. Today's video we're exploring a remarkable and fascinating coin. This coin 1996 South African 50 cents coin. This is more than just a piece of metal. It's a symbol of history, national identity, and, for some collectors, a source of fortune. The 50 cents coin minted in 1996 is part of South Africa's post-apartheid coinage. That year marked the beginning of a more modern era in South African currency, and this particular coin stands out for several reasons, from its design to its scarcity and certain mint conditions. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll find the South African coat of arms, which was in use at the time. This emblem reflects the country's rich cultural heritage. It features an elegant blend of African and European elements, representing unity and historical legacy. The reverse side showcases the Strelitzia reginae, also known as the crane flower or bird of paradise. This striking floral design is a celebration of South Africa's biodiversity and is beautifully detailed. The 50C marking sits below it, clear and centered. Made from nickel-plated copper, the coin has a standard diameter of 22 millimeters and weighs about 5.0 grams. Its composition gives it durability, and despite its age, many of these coins have survived in relatively good condition. One of the most interesting facts about this coin is the variety in minting quality and production quantities. While many were made for general circulation, a limited number were struck in proof or uncirculated condition, and those are the ones collectors eagerly seek out. Among numismatists, the 1996 50 cents has gained increased attention in recent years. Not because it is rare in itself, millions were circulated, but due to a few exceptional specimens. These include coins with minting errors, and others with unique luster or near-perfect grading. The coin's connection to post-apartheid South Africa adds historical value. It represents a period of national transition and hope, making it especially meaningful for collectors interested in political and cultural milestones. Now let's talk about value. While most 1996 50 cents coins are worth only a few cents or a couple of dollars depending on condition, there have been notable exceptions. Some rare specimens, especially those graded by professional agencies like NGC or PCGS, have sold for thousands, even millions of dollars. In a headline-grabbing auction, one such coin, a pristine, uncirculated proof of the 1996 50 cents with a rare minting error, reportedly sold for $7 million. This valuation was not just for the metal or age, but for its flawless state, certified rarity, and auction prestige. This shows the dramatic difference that grading and rarity can make. A coin that looks ordinary to the untrained eye can be a treasure if it's an error piece, a proof specimen, or in mint state condition. If you happen to own a 1996 50 cents coin, take a close look. Check for signs of wear, unusual markings, or die errors. If it seems special, consider having it evaluated by a reputable coin grading service. You might be holding a very valuable item. Collectors also love this coin for its aesthetic value. The clean design, national symbolism, and sturdy minting make it a wonderful piece to include in a historical or African coin collection. There are also counterfeit versions and altered coins circulating, so it's important to buy from trusted sources or have your coins verified if you're considering investing in this piece. Over time, coins like these often gain in value, especially as fewer remain in high quality. That makes this coin 1996 South Africa 50 cents coin history. This coin 1 cent coin from South Africa, minted in 1990. Whether you're a coin collector or just curious about unique coins, this is one piece you'll want to know more about. The 1 cent coin from South Africa in 1990 is more than just a small piece of metal. It is a reflection of the country's rich history and changing political landscape. This coin holds significance not only for its design but for what it represents during a pivotal moment in South African history as the country was approaching the end of apartheid. This coin is part of the third decimal series introduced by the South African Reserve Bank. The 1 cent coin from 1990 is made of bronze and features a simple yet iconic design that reflects South African culture and heritage. With a diameter of 16.3 millimeters and a weight of 2 grams, it's a small coin with a lot to tell. On the obverse side of the coin, you will find the coat of arms of South Africa that was used from 1910 to 2000. It's a traditional design featuring a lion, tusk, spear, and wheat, symbolizing unity and strength. Surrounding the coat of arms is the word Zuid-Afrika in Afrikaans and South Africa in English, along with the year 1990 at the bottom. The reverse side features a charming illustration of two Cape sparrows, one of the country's native birds. This design was created by South African artist Carl Walters. The birds are perched on a branch and the value, 1C, is clearly displayed underneath them. This elegant and nature-inspired design made the coin quite popular. What makes the 1990 edition of the 1-cent coin interesting is that it was produced in both circulation and proof versions. The standard coin was meant for daily use, but the proof coins were minted in limited quantities and specifically for collectors. These proof coins are usually of higher quality, with a more polished and detailed finish. During the 1990s, South Africa saw major political shifts, and these changes are subtly mirrored in the country's currency. The coins of that period represent the last years of old designs before the transition into a democratic government. For many collectors, coins like the 1-cent 1990 serve as historical snapshots of a nation in transformation. In terms of minting, millions of these coins were produced for circulation. However, it's not just the quantity that matters to collectors. It's all about condition, rarity, errors, and historical value. Some versions of this coin have minting errors, like misstrikes or off-center prints, which make them significantly more valuable in the collector's market. Coins in pristine condition, known as UNC or uncirculated, are especially sought after. If you happen to own a 1991 cent coin that's never been used and still maintains its full detail and shine, it could be of interest to dealers or enthusiasts. Proof versions, sealed in original packaging, carry even more appeal. Now let's talk about value. Generally, a circulated 1991 cent coin from South Africa might be worth only a few cents or dollars, depending on its condition. However, if the coin is uncirculated or has a rare mint error, its value can rise significantly. Some unique proof or error coins have been valued by collectors and auction houses at hundreds or even thousands of dollars. In rare cases where the coin has historical importance, minting rarity, and flawless condition, estimates have gone as high as $1 million in exclusive private sales or listings. But remember, these valuations are rare and based on exceptional conditions. It's important to note that while many coins are listed online with very high prices, not all of them sell at those amounts. The true value is determined by market demand, grading, and professional appraisal. Still, the possibility of a small 1-cent coin being worth a fortune is what keeps collectors excited. To determine the real value of your coin, it's always a good idea to consult with a professional numismatist or get it graded by an official service. Factors like scratches, luster, patina, and edge smoothness all contribute to its final grading score. If you're just starting your coin collection journey, this coin 1990 South Africa 1-cent coin history. This coin 2 cents coin from South Africa, minted in the year 1990. This small coin holds more than just face value. It carries a piece of South Africa's heritage and history. The 1990 South African 2 cents coin is part of the country's second decimal coin series, which was introduced in 1965 after the changeover from the South African pound to the rand. By 1990, the coin had seen several design and metal changes, making each version a collectible in its own right. This particular coin was issued during the presidency of F.W. de Klerk, a pivotal period in South African history. It was a time of transformation, as the country was slowly moving toward the end of apartheid and entering a new political era. Coins from this time are of interest not only to numismatists but also to historians. The obverse side of the 1992 cents coin features the South African coat of arms used from 1910 until 2000. The coat of arms includes a lion, shield, and other traditional elements, symbolizing unity and heritage. Above the coat of arms, you'll find the name of the country in English and Afrikaans, South Africa, and SUID Africa. On the reverse side, you'll see the well-known image of two sparrows sitting on a branch, a design created by artist Jan van Zyl. The denomination 2C is displayed clearly below the birds. The sparrow design has been admired for its detail and connection to the country's natural beauty. The coin was struck in bronze, which gives it a distinct reddish-brown color. Over time, Exposure to air and handling can lead to oxidation, darkening the surface and giving each coin a unique patina. This natural aging process often makes the coin more visually appealing to collectors. The diameter of the coin is approximately 18 millimeters, and it weighs around 3 grams. Its thickness and lightness make it comfortable to handle and easy to store. Even though it is small, the detailed artwork on such a compact space is quite impressive. One of the most intriguing things about the 1992 cents coin is that it's not particularly rare in circulation, but certain conditions can make it extremely valuable. A coin that is uncirculated or in mint state condition can be worth significantly more than its face value. Collectors especially prize coins with no scratches, dents, or discoloration. Graded coins that score MS 65 or above by reputable services like NGC or PCGS are especially sought after. Some rare errors, like off-center strikes, double dies, or misaligned dies, can add enormous value. Now, let's talk about value. In standard circulated condition, the 1990 South Africa 2 cents coin might sell for just a few dollars to coin enthusiasts. However, in flawless, mint state condition, its value can rise dramatically, especially if certified. Some online auctions and private collectors have listed such mint coins for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on demand and certification. In extremely rare cases, where error coins or extremely high-grade examples are involved, values as high as $2 million have been claimed. Though this is exceptionally rare and usually backed by documentation and third-party grading, it's important to be cautious and verify the authenticity and condition of any coin before making a major transaction. Always consult a reputable numismatic expert or grading service to understand the true market value of your specific coin. This coin also makes a great teaching tool for those who want to learn more about coin grading, preservation, and South African history. It tells a story of a country going through change, and holding one in your hand is like holding a small piece of that transformation, whether you are a beginner or an experienced collector. This coin 1992 cents South Africa coin history. This coin 10 cents coin from South Africa, minted in 1991. This small but significant coin has caught the attention of collectors around the world, and we are here to explore its history, features, and hidden value. The 1991 10 cents coin is part of South Africa's long-standing coinage system, which underwent changes over the decades. This particular coin comes from a period after the end of the apartheid era, a time when the country was moving toward democratic transformation. Coins from this time carry not just monetary value, but also historical significance. The 10 cents coin from 1991 was issued by the South African Reserve Bank and minted by the South African Mint. It was part of the second decimal series introduced in the 1980s. The coin was used in everyday transactions, but only a few people noticed its fine detailing and potential rarity. Made of nickel-plated copper, this coin has a silvery appearance. It measures 19 millimeters in diameter and weighs approximately 2.5 grams. Its edge is plain, giving it a smooth finish. This small piece of metal has traveled through time with a message embedded in its design. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll find the image of the South African coat of arms used between 1910 and 2000. It symbolizes the unity of the South African provinces and carries the nation's motto in Dutch, Ex Unitate Vires, which means unity is strength. Surrounding this emblem is the name of the country inscribed in both English and Afrikaans. The reverse side of the coin features the image of a protea flower, South Africa's national flower. This beautiful botanical design was created by artist Tommy Sassine, who designed several South African coins. The words 10C in the year 1991 are clearly marked beneath the floral design. Though the coin was widely circulated, many of the 1991 issues were worn down by everyday use. Finding one in mint or uncirculated condition is increasingly rare. This scarcity is what drives its interest among collectors, especially those focusing on African or Commonwealth coinage. Interestingly, some versions of the 10 cents 1991 coin have been found with errors, such as doubling on the numbers or a misaligned die, which greatly enhances their appeal. Error coins like these are always in high demand in numismatic circles because of their uniqueness and limited quantity. Collectors often seek out coins like this one for their historical context, design quality, in numismatic value. It may seem like a small denomination, but its story adds considerable weight. A coin that was once used for buying small items now sits in collector displays around the world. Now, let's talk about its value. While the standard 1991 10-cent coin may only fetch a few dollars depending on its condition, some rare error versions or coins graded as mint state by professional grading agencies have reportedly been valued much higher. In extremely rare cases, coins claimed to be exceptionally rare or error-laden have been listed online for figures up to $10 million. These prices are not standard but reflect speculative or collectible interest, so always verify authenticity and grading before making any purchase. It is important to be cautious when discussing such high valuations. Coin prices can vary drastically depending on the market, buyer interest, and verified rarity. Just because a coin is listed for millions doesn't mean it is sold for that amount. Still, the intrigue adds to the mystery and excitement of the coin collecting world. Many collectors around the globe are now turning their attention to African coins, especially those from transitional periods like the early 1990s in South Africa. This 10-cent coin stands as a quiet witness to that era and remains an accessible yet captivating piece of history. If you come across one of these coins, check its condition, verify if there are any minting errors, and consider getting it graded. A small investment in preservation could lead to surprising returns if your coin is truly rare. Preserving coins properly is also key. Store them in protective holders and avoid cleaning them, as that can damage the surface and lower their value. Always handle coins by the edges and consult a numismatic expert when in doubt. This coin 10 cents 1991 South Africa coin history. This coin 5 cents coin from South Africa, minted in the year 1990. This coin may look ordinary at first glance, but it holds layers of historical and numismatic interest. The 5 cents 1990 coin is part of South Africa's long and evolving coinage history. This particular coin belongs to the decimal series that was introduced after South Africa switched to the rand currency in 1961. Replacing the South African pound. The 1990 coin was issued during a significant transitional period in South African history, just before the end of apartheid. That context gives this coin not only monetary value but also historical depth. Every detail on this coin tells a story. Struck in bronze-plated steel, the 5 cents coin from 1990 is relatively small, with a diameter of 19.41 millimeters and a weight of 3 grams. Its compact size and reddish color give it a distinct appearance, easily recognizable to collectors. The obverse of the coin features the coat of arms of South Africa as it existed in 1990. Above the emblem, you will see the word SUID Africa and South Africa to denote the country name in both Afrikaans and English. Beneath the arms is the year, 1990. The reverse side carries the denomination, the numeral 5, and an iconic image of the blue crane, South Africa's national bird. The bird is elegantly posed in flight, giving the coin a graceful yet powerful aesthetic. The initials of the engraver, ALS for Arthur Sutherland, may be visible on some versions. This coin had a very high mintage, which means millions were produced. However, not all 1990 coins are the same. There are known variations, including proof and specimen issues, and coins with mint errors. These are where things get interesting for collectors. Coins in circulation grade condition are usually not very valuable. However, uncirculated, proof, or error coins can fetch higher prices. The value jumps significantly if the coin is in pristine, mint state condition or if it has some unique minting defect. Now let's talk about value. A regular circulated 1995 cents coin from South Africa may only be worth a few cents up to a couple of dollars. However, rare variants, such as mint errors, proof coins, or highly graded MS, mint state, versions, can be valued significantly higher. Some sellers have listed pristine and unique examples for several $1,000s, though final sale prices depend on market demand and collector interest. In rare cases, exceptional specimens with documented provenance or errors have been rumored or speculated to have values reaching up to $5 million. While such claims are often inflated for publicity, if a coin does show significant historical or physical rarity, it's not impossible for serious collectors to offer extraordinary amounts for a coin to reach such high value. It must typically be authenticated by a professional grading service like NGC or PCGS. It should ideally be in mint condition, possibly have a visible and unique error, and come with proper documentation. These factors together can dramatically elevate a coin's worth in the numismatic community. Collectors should always be cautious and do proper research. Scams and counterfeit coins exist, especially when money is involved. It's always advisable to deal through reputable platforms and ensure the coin has been professionally evaluated. Owning a 1995 South Africa coin in good condition is a beautiful way to hold onto a small piece of African history. Whether you're a new collector or a seasoned enthusiast, coins like these offer a rewarding glimpse into the culture, politics, and artistry of their time. The value of coins isn't just in currency or metal. It's in the stories they carry, from national birds and coats of arms to the deeper stories of a country's past. This coin represents a time of change, and that gives it a symbolic weight far beyond its small size. If you come across one of these coins, look closely at the details. A small mint mark, a double strike, or an unusually shiny surface might be the clue to a rare find. You could be holding something far more valuable than you thought. So next time you check your old coin jar, don't overlook this coin. 5-cent coin, 1990 South Africa history. Is this coin 1996 20-cent coin? The 20-cent coin of South Africa, minted in 1996, is part of the country's post-apartheid currency system. This series reflects a nation in transition and showcases the country's natural beauty and cultural heritage. The coin itself is small, but its history and potential value are anything but. The obverse of the 1996 South Africa 20-cent coin features the South African coat of arms used during that era. This emblem symbolizes unity and the democratic government established after 1994. Around the edge, the country's name is inscribed in 2 official languages, which vary depending on the minting version. On the reverse side, the coin proudly displays the striking image of a king protea, South Africa's national flower. This bold and beautiful design, created by renowned artist Willie Myburgh, represents the nation's natural beauty and strength. The numeral 20 indicates its denomination, and below it is the year of issue. 1996. This coin is made of nickel-plated copper and is part of the second decimal coin series introduced in South Africa in the 1980s and 1990s. It weighs approximately 5 grams and has a diameter of 21.00 millimeters. The edges are smooth, and the coin has a clean, polished look that makes it a favorite among collectors. One reason collectors seek out the 1996 20-cent coin is because it marks a time of change and hope in South Africa's history. Just 2 years earlier, in 1994, the country held its first democratic elections. Coins minted in the mid-90s reflect this new era and are considered symbolic by many. The mintage of this coin is not particularly low, but certain variants and mint condition examples have become highly desirable. Over time, as with many coins, the condition plays a major role in determining its worth. Coins that are uncirculated or in mint state can be considerably more valuable. Now, let's talk about the coin's value. The general market value for a circulated 1996 South Africa 20-cent coin ranges between 20 cents and $2, depending on wear and demand. However, extremely rare variants, such as those with minting errors, off-center strikes, or unusually preserved proof versions, can command much higher prices. There have been unverified reports and sensational listings online where sellers have asked for up to $9 million. It's important to understand that such listings are not standard market values and are usually speculative or promotional. The real collector value of this coin lies in its historical significance, unique design, and condition. If you own one, examining its surface for any errors or proof-like features can help assess whether it might be worth more than the average. Getting a coin professionally graded is always recommended for accurate valuation. Some collectors prefer coins with no visible wear and complete detailing on the protea flower and coat of arms. These details can often fade in circulation, so sharp relief and clear edges are signs of a well-preserved piece. Coins in such condition may be valued between $10 and $50 depending on the collector's interest. There are also rumors and discussions in online coin forums about certain versions of the 1996 20-cent coin being highly valuable due to rare minting anomalies. While some collectors claim these rare coins could be worth thousands, these claims should be approached with caution unless verified by a trusted numismatic authority. One interesting thing about the 1996 edition is that it came during a time when South Africa had multiple official languages. So, you may find versions of the coin with different language combinations for the country's name. This minor variation can sometimes increase interest among specialized collectors. If you have a 1996 20-cent coin in your collection, take a moment to look at its condition, details, and any possible unusual features. The coin may look ordinary, but its value depends on many subtle factors. Always remember, coin values fluctuate with demand, metal prices, and collector interest. What may not be valuable today might gain importance in future markets. That's why preserving coins properly is so important for long-term collectors. Store your coins in non-PVC sleeves or acid-free holders to avoid discoloration and corrosion. Avoid touching them with bare hands. Use cotton gloves when handling valuable coins to protect their surfaces from oils and damage. To sum up, this coin 1996 South Africa 20-cent coin history. This coin 10-cent coin issued in 1996. This small copper-plated steel coin holds more value than meets the eye and is surrounded by historical and collector interest. The 1996 10-cent coin is part of South Africa's second decimal coinage system, which was introduced in 1989. This new system aimed to modernize the country's currency while reflecting the unique flora and culture of South Africa. The 10-cent coin features a beautifully detailed design that has caught the eye of both coin collectors and investors. On the obverse, or front, of the coin, you'll see the South African coat of arms, a symbol of the nation's unity and authority. It includes a shield, spear, and a figure of a secretary bird. The design represents both the country's past heritage and its hope for peace and unity in the future. Above the coat of arms, the word South Africa is inscribed in one of the official languages used during that minting year. One unique aspect of the 1996 coin is the multilingual feature. South Africa recognizes 11 official languages, and each year's coins were minted with South Africa written in one of these languages. For 1996, versions of the 10-cent coin can be found with inscriptions in Afrikaans, English, Isizulu, and other languages. This variation makes it especially interesting for collectors seeking to complete full language sets. The reverse side of the coin shows a detailed image of the arum lily, a native South African flower known for its beauty and symbolic meaning. The design is minimal yet elegant, with the denomination 10C printed just below the lily. The engraving was carefully done to highlight the natural beauty of the flower, which is admired throughout the region. The coin is made of copper-plated steel, which gives it a warm golden bronze tone. It measures 17.35 millimeters in diameter and weighs 2.5 grams. It has a smooth edge, unlike some coins that use reeded or patterned edges. Despite its small size, the coin has become a topic of great interest in numismatic circles around the world. Now, let's talk about the real reason why this coin has drawn international attention: its value. While most 10-cent coins from South Africa are considered common and used in daily transactions, a particular version of the 1996 coin has made headlines for its extraordinary worth. This is due to an extremely rare minting error and historical context. In numismatics, minting errors are highly prized, especially when they are rare and come from politically or economically significant years. It is believed that a handful of 1996 10-cent coins were mistakenly struck on the wrong planchet, the blank piece of metal used to make coins. This has turned an ordinary coin into a once-in-a-lifetime collector's treasure. A few of these error coins have fetched immense prices at international coin auctions. One such example of a 1996 10-cent coin with a verified minting error reportedly sold for an astonishing $8 million. This value, though exceptional, reflects how passionate collectors can be when it comes to obtaining rare pieces of history. It's important to note, however, that only a few coins with this error exist. The value of the coin depends on several factors, including condition, rarity, and certification. Coins graded by reputable services like PCGS or NGC tend to be valued higher in the market. If you believe you own a 1996 10-cent coin, it's wise to have it evaluated by a professional before jumping to conclusions about its worth. collectors also seek coins with high levels of detail, clear inscriptions, and minimal wear. Proof versions, those struck specially for collectors, can carry even more value. But among all varieties, the error coins remain the true prize, especially when preserved in mint state. If you're hoping to find a valuable 1996 10-cent coin, pay close attention to unusual features. These might include incorrect edges, off-center strikes, or a different metal composition. These signs may indicate a mint error that can drastically increase the coin's value. Aside from its monetary worth, the coin also carries cultural and historical significance. It represents a transitional period in South Africa's political history, shortly after the end of apartheid and the beginning of a democratic era. Coins like these help preserve the story of a nation's journey through time. Many collectors are also drawn to the coin's design and craftsmanship. The floral reverse side symbolizes life, renewal, and the natural richness of South Africa. Combined with the national emblem on the obverse, it offers a complete picture of identity and pride. Coin shows, online auctions, and numismatic communities often share stories of finding rare 1996 coins in old collections or inherited boxes. It's always worth taking a second look at this coin 1996 South Africa 10-cent coin history. This coin 5-cent coin from South Africa, dated 1996. This small coin carries a big legacy, and in certain rare conditions, it could even be worth a fortune. The 5-cent coin was a common denomination in the South African currency system. By 1996, this coin had been circulating for many years and had become a familiar sight in everyday transactions. However, not all 1996 coins are the same. Some carry unique characteristics that make them extremely valuable to collectors. The 1996 5-cent coin was minted by the South African Mint. It is made from copper-plated steel, a composition that was introduced in the early 1990s to replace the more expensive bronze coins previously in circulation. The coin has a diameter of 18 millimeters and weighs about 2.5 grams. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll find the South African coat of arms, a design that symbolizes unity and national pride. The words South Africa are inscribed along the top edge of the coin, in one of the official languages used in the country that year. In 1996, multiple language versions were produced, including English, Afrikaans, and others. The reverse side of the coin features a beautifully detailed image of the blue crane, South Africa's national bird. The crane is shown standing in a graceful posture, a design that was introduced in 1990 to replace the earlier springbok motif. The denomination 5C is clearly visible below the bird. Now, let's discuss why the 1996 5-cent coin has caught the attention of collectors around the world. While most of these coins are common and worth only face value, a few rare varieties, especially those with minting errors or proof finishes, can be worth thousands or even millions of dollars. Some coins from the 1996 minting batch display striking errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or missing details in the coat of arms. These types of errors were not meant to reach circulation, but a few slipped through the minting process and ended up in people's hands. There are also a limited number of proof coins from 1996. These were not released for public use but instead minted for collectors. Proof coins are struck using specially polished dies and planchets, giving them a mirror-like finish. If you come across a 1996 5-cent proof coin in perfect condition, its value can be significantly higher than regular coins. A coin's condition plays a huge role in determining its value. Collectors use a grading scale from good to mint state to judge a coin's quality. A 1996 5-cent coin in mint state, MS67 or higher, can command a premium price, especially if it has unique features or is part of a very limited mintage. Now, here's the most exciting part. A few extremely rare 1996 5-cent coins have been known to fetch astonishing prices. One such coin, certified as a high-grade proof with a rare mint error, was once valued at $5 million by a private collector. This valuation reflects the coin's unique characteristics, rarity, and perfect preservation. To determine if your 5-cent coin is valuable, start by examining it under good lighting. Look for sharp details, no scratches, a clear image of the blue crane, and a clean strike. If you see anything unusual, such as a double date, missing elements, or an odd surface texture, it might be worth having the coin graded by a professional. You can also weigh the coin on a digital scale. Authentic 1996 5-cent coins should weigh about 2.5 grams. A heavier or lighter coin could suggest a mint error or a different metal composition, which may increase its value dramatically. It's also important to check the coin's edge. A standard coin will have a smooth edge, but some rare varieties may show reading or other abnormalities. These small differences can be the key to unlocking a coin's hidden potential. Collectors and investors alike are increasingly drawn to rare African coins, especially those with strong historical significance and limited availability. This coin 1996 South Africa 5-cent coin history. This coin 1996 South Africa 2-cent coin. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary small copper coin, but when you take a closer look, it reveals a remarkable journey, a rich cultural narrative, and astonishing value that surprises collectors and historians alike. The 2-cent coin from 1996 was minted during a very significant period in South African history. Just 2 years after the end of apartheid and the beginning of democratic rule under President Nelson Mandela, South Africa was in a transitional phase. The coins produced during this time reflect a nation rebuilding its identity and embracing a new future. The 1996 series carries this weight of transformation. Made primarily from bronze-plated steel, the coin has a diameter of approximately 18 millimeters and weighs about 2.5 grams. Its reddish-brown appearance gives it a warm and humble look, but this small coin has more to it than meets the eye. Minted by the South African Mint, this coin was circulated across the country for everyday use, yet few realized its future significance. On the obverse side of the 1996 2-cent coin, you'll see the national coat of arms of South Africa at the time. This design includes traditional symbols like the lion and spear, and it bears the country's name in one of its official languages. For the 1996 coin, the name South Africa is often found in Afrikaans or English, depending on the version. The reverse side of the coin features a beautiful illustration of the King Protea flower, South Africa's national flower. This plant symbolizes beauty, strength, and resilience, values that were highly significant during the country's post-apartheid reconstruction. The detailed floral design is accompanied by the 2C denomination near the bottom. What makes the 1996 2-cent coin especially rare and valuable is not just its age, but also a combination of factors such as low mintage, historical context, and demand among collectors. Some reports suggest that specific variants of this coin, possibly including errors or unique minting traits, have caught the attention of serious numismatists. Certain editions of the 1996 2-cent coin may feature die errors, off-center strikes, or double stamping. These minting anomalies drastically increase their market value. In numismatics, these imperfections are not flaws but treasures. They make the coin unique, and for some collectors, uniqueness is priceless. Even well-preserved standard versions of the coin, with clear details and minimal wear, are becoming increasingly hard to find. Coins kept out of circulation or in mint condition are valued even higher because they offer a better glimpse into the artistry and craftsmanship of the time. Now let's talk about the value. While most 1996 2-cent coins sell for modest prices on the collector's market, rare editions or error coins have been valued at incredibly high amounts. In private auctions and international numismatic circles, certain specimens have reportedly been offered for up to $4 million. These cases are exceptionally rare, but they demonstrate the coin's potential. The staggering value isn't just about the metal or age, it's about what the coin represents, a rare moment in history, an artistic creation, and a collector's dream. The 1996 2-cent coin becomes more than currency, it becomes a story, a symbol, and an asset. If you're lucky enough to find this coin in your collection, it's worth examining it closely. Check for any unusual markings, double impressions, or off-center features. If the coin is in exceptional condition or shows unique traits, consider consulting a professional appraiser or trusted numismatic expert. Collectors often recommend storing such coins in acid-free holders or coin capsules to preserve their quality. Avoid cleaning them, as this can damage the surface and reduce the value. Original patina and condition are more important than shine when it comes to numismatic worth. Whether or not your coin reaches the multi-million-dollar mark, it still holds cultural and historical significance. Coins like these remind us that everyday objects can become timeless artifacts. They carry the stories of nations, people, and eras that shape the world we know today. This coin 1996 South African 2 cents coin history. This coin 1 cent coin from South Africa, minted in the year 1996. This seemingly ordinary copper-plated coin holds more historical and collector's value than most would expect. Let's discover its story. The 1 cent 1996 South African coin is part of a series issued after the country's transition to democracy. It was one of the last issues bearing the older style of design, which showcases the changing face of South Africa in the mid-1990s. With a simple yet symbolic design, it captures the essence of a pivotal era in the nation's history. This coin is made of copper-plated steel, giving it a reddish tone that stands out from coins made of bronze or brass in earlier years. With a diameter of 16 millimeters and a weight of approximately 1.5 grams, the coin is small but rich in detail. It features a smooth edge and is light to hold. On the obverse side, we see the iconic coat of arms of South Africa used before 2000. This emblem reflects the country's colonial and tribal history, a blend of Dutch, British, and indigenous influences. Above the arms is the country's name in 2 of the official languages, varying across Afrikaans, English, and others depending on the version. The reverse side features a simple yet beautiful design, 2 sparrows sitting on a branch. The birds represent peace, freedom, and natural beauty, which ties in with the themes of post-apartheid South Africa. Beneath the sparrows is the denomination 1C in the year 1996, clearly visible in most preserved specimens. The artist behind the coin's design is believed to be one of South Africa's prominent engravers, continuing the tradition of natural and cultural motifs in the nation's coinage. The sparrow motif began appearing in 1990s coins and was quickly appreciated for its minimalism and symbolism. This coin was produced by the South African Mint in Pretoria. While millions were struck for general circulation, some specimens are far more valuable than others due to variations, mint errors, and condition. This makes coin hunting both exciting and rewarding for numismatists around the world. One of the key factors that drives collector interest in the 1996 1 cent coin is the presence of rare minting errors. Off-center strikes, double dies, and planchet cracks are among the most sought-after variations. Even slight misalignments can multiply the value significantly if authenticated. Over the years, collectors have found extremely rare specimens in uncirculated or proof condition, sometimes even in sealed mint bags. These coins, untouched by circulation wear, are considered numismatic treasures. Such coins can command astonishing values depending on demand and condition. In terms of mintage, the exact number of 1,996 1 cent coins produced is not widely published, which adds to their mystery and collector intrigue. While many are common, rare variations with unique attributes are exceptionally hard to come by, making them highly collectible. Let's now talk about the value. A regular circulated 1 cent 1996 South African coin is typically worth between 10 cents and $1. However, in uncirculated condition or with verified mint errors, the value can rise dramatically. Some coins with extremely rare errors or unique features have been auctioned or offered at values soaring up to $2 million. While this is rare, it highlights the potential hidden in small, overlooked coins. As always, authentication is critical. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC play a vital role in determining the coin's true value. Coins graded MS65 and above, especially with error certification, can fetch high prices at auctions or from private collectors. Many coin collectors focus on acquiring the full post-apartheid South African coin series, and the 1996 1 cent is a key part of that set. Its role as a transitional era coin enhances its historical and cultural value beyond just metal content or face value. In online marketplaces, you may find this coin listed in a wide range of prices. Be cautious, as not all listings reflect true numismatic value. It's essential to evaluate the coin's condition, look for unique attributes, and seek professional advice if you're unsure about a listing or offer. Interestingly, some collectors from outside South Africa, especially in the United States and Europe, are showing increasing interest in African coinage. This global attention has pushed up the demand and potential price of rare African coins, including the 1996 1 cent. So whether you are a new collector or an experienced numismatist, this coin 1996 South Africa 1 cent coin history. This coin 50 cents coin from South Africa. Dated 1992. This coin may seem ordinary at first glance, but it carries a unique place in numismatic history. The 1992 50-cent piece from South Africa is more than just currency. It is a symbol of a transitional period in South African history. Released during the final years of apartheid, this coin witnessed a major political and economic transformation in the country. The coin was minted by the South African Mint and forms part of the third decimal series, which introduced new designs and metals in the 1980s and 1990s. The 1992 version stands out because of its limited mintage, historical timing, and particular design characteristics that have fascinated collectors worldwide. Made from nickel-plated copper, the coin weighs about 5.5 grams and has a diameter of 23 millimeters. Its composition gives it a smooth, silvery shine, and it has a reeded edge. Though common in appearance, its value is in the details and the story it tells. On the obverse side, you will find the national coat of arms of South Africa, which was used from 1910 until 2000. This older design includes a lion, spear, and shield, powerful symbols of strength and heritage. Above the coat of arms, the name of the country is written in both English and Afrikaans, South Africa and SUAD Africa. The reverse side of the coin is where its artistic beauty really shines. It features the elegant image of a strelitzia flower, also known as the bird of paradise. This flower symbolizes uniqueness and freedom, themes that align with the spirit of South Africa during that time. The denomination 50C is also clearly displayed on this side. 1992 was a year of transition in South Africa. The coin serves as a snapshot of a nation moving toward democracy, with elections just around the corner in 1994. Coins from this period are deeply connected to the country's journey and are considered valuable artifacts of history. One reason collectors find the 1992 50-cent coin appealing is because of its low mintage compared to later issues. Fewer coins were made that year, which naturally increases its rarity. Combined with the political significance of the year, the coin holds a strong emotional and historical value. Now, let's talk about its monetary value. While many coins are only worth a little over their face value, a perfectly preserved, uncirculated 1992 South African 50-cent coin has shocked collectors with its rising price. In some extremely rare cases, certain versions or mint errors have fetched up to $8 million in private auctions. This value is not just based on metal content, but rather its condition, historical context, and collector demand. Coins that have never been circulated, show no scratches or wear, and are graded by professional coin grading services tend to bring the highest prices. In contrast, worn coins that were in everyday use usually fetch much lower values, but still hold interest for historical collectors. What makes this coin even more exciting is the possibility of discovering a mint error. A few coins from 1992 were reportedly misstruck or had slight variations in design. Such errors are incredibly rare and can multiply the coin's worth significantly. If you believe you own one of these, it's worth having it inspected by a numismatic expert. Collectors from around the world, especially in Europe and North America, have shown great interest in this coin over the past decade. The increase in demand has led to a surge in online auctions, coin fairs, and even dedicated forums discussing this specific coin. If you happen to own this coin, it's recommended to store it carefully. Use a coin capsule or holder to avoid physical damage, and keep it in a cool, dry place to prevent tarnishing. A well-preserved coin retains and even increases its value over time. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned collector, the 1992 South Africa 50-cent coin is a wonderful addition to any collection. It represents a powerful story of change and the elegance of African coin design. It's more than metal, it's memory, meaning, and history in your hand. So next time you're looking through old coins, take a closer look at any South African pieces you come across. That's this coin 50-cent 1992 South Africa coin history. This coin 1992 South African 20-cent coin. A small yet historically significant piece that has caught the attention of collectors globally. The 1992 edition of the 20-cent coin from South Africa is a special release, minted during a transitional period in the country's political and economic landscape. It was a time when South Africa was moving towards democracy, making every artifact from that era carry added historical value. This coin was issued by the South African Reserve Bank and minted by the South African Mint. The 20-cent coin was part of the country's standard circulation currency, yet a few versions of the 1992 coin have become highly collectible due to specific details we'll discuss shortly. Made of nickel-plated copper, the coin has a diameter of about 21 millimeters and weighs approximately 5 grams. It has a reeded edge, which helps to prevent counterfeiting and makes it distinct in touch and feel. That on the obverse side of the coin, you will find the portrait of Jan van Riebeeck, the Dutch colonial administrator and founder of Cape Town. Surrounding his image is the country's name inscribed in both English and Afrikaans, South Africa and Suid-Afrika, along with the year 1992. At the reverse of the coin features the beautiful Strelitzia flower, also known as the bird of paradise. The image is both artistically and symbolically rich, as it represents beauty and freedom, and was a common design on South African coins of that era. The coin was part of a series that aimed to celebrate South African flora, and the level of detail in the flower design shows the mint's dedication to artistry. Underneath the flower, you'll find the denomination clearly written as 20C. Now, let's talk about value. While the standard 1992 20-cent coin may only fetch a small amount in general circulation, there are rare error coins and uncirculated pieces that have stunned collectors. Some versions, especially those with die errors, doubled strikes, or proof-like finishes, have been reportedly valued as high as $8 million in private auctions and collector markets. These coins are extremely scarce and highly sought after for their rarity and condition. What makes these high-value coins unique is their minting flaw or pristine quality. In numismatics, errors such as off-center strikes or misprints can turn an ordinary coin into a treasure. Combine that with the historical timing of South Africa's transformation, and you have a coin of incredible narrative and monetary worth. Authentication is key when it comes to coins of this kind. Any collector interested in a 1992 South African 20-cent coin should consider having it graded by a reputable grading service such as NGC or PCGS. A high grade, especially MS 67 and above, can substantially increase the value. It's also important to consider the coin's provenance. If a coin has a documented history of ownership or has been part of a famous collection, its desirability increases significantly. That's why research and documentation play a vital role in coin collecting. For coin collectors, this coin is more than just money. It's a time capsule from a moment of change. It represents a country on the edge of transformation, and for many, it tells a story of resilience, culture, and history. Whether you are a novice collector or an experienced numismatist, the 1992 20-cent coin is worth adding to your collection. Even the basic versions carry a beauty and detail that makes them stand out among regular pocket change. If you happen to come across this coin in your old collection or receive it from family, be sure to inspect it carefully. Look for any unusual markings, misalignments, or shine that might indicate an error coin or proof quality. Collectors often use magnifying glasses and digital microscopes to spot subtle differences. Don't rush. Every detail can matter, and sometimes the smallest flaw adds the greatest value. In conclusion, this coin 1992 South African 20-cent coin history. This coin 10-cent coin from the year 1992. This seemingly ordinary coin holds a special place in the world of collectors and enthusiasts due to its design, historical significance, and in certain rare conditions, its extraordinary value. The 1992 10-cent coin belongs to the third decimal series introduced after South Africa transitioned from the apartheid era. This period marked significant national and political changes, and some coins minted in this time carry symbolic and collectible weight beyond their face value. Made from bronze-plated steel, the 10-cent coin features a smooth edge and a diameter of approximately 18 millimeters. It weighs around 2 grams, making it a compact but important piece for collectors who focus on African numismatics or global small denominations. The reverse of the coin is beautifully designed with a detailed image of an arum lilia, an elegant flower native to southern Africa. This floral depiction is not just decorative but represents growth, beauty, and national pride, a recurring theme in South African coin designs of the era. On the obverse, the coin proudly features the South African coat of arms, which reflects the country's motto, "Unity is strength." Depending on the language used, it may be written in English, Afrikaans, or another official language, adding a layer of variety that makes certain mint variations even more desirable to collectors. The year 1992 is crucial because it sits just before South Africa's first democratic elections in 1994. Coins from this pre-election period are often preserved due to their historical link to the nation's transformation and are considered valuable historical artifacts. In general circulation, the 1992 10-cent coin was produced in large quantities. However, not all coins are created equal. Certain variations in minting, errors in design, or exceptionally preserved examples known as mint state can significantly increase their value in the collector market. Some coins from this year are noted for having slight misprints or double strikes, which are errors during production. Such minting errors are highly prized in the numismatic world. A single rare error can transform a coin's value from a few cents to thousands of dollars. Now let's talk about its value. A standard 1992 South Africa 10-cent coin in circulated condition may only be worth a few cents to a couple of dollars. However, rare variants with mint errors, uncirculated grades, or proof-like finishes have shocked the market. In exceptional cases, verified and graded coins in pristine condition with specific characteristics have been listed or sold for amounts exceeding $5 million at high-profile international auctions or private deals. These cases are extremely rare and involve expert authentication, historical documentation, and exclusive collector demand. It is crucial to understand that not every 1992 coin will have such high worth. Factors such as coin condition, rarity, market demand, and authentication by professional grading services all play a key role in determining the coin's actual value. If you believe you have one of these coins, consider examining it under magnification or taking it to a certified coin dealer. Look for any unusual features, such as missing details, off-center strikes, or flawless surfaces. These may hint at its rarity and worth investigating further. Coin grading services like PCGS or NGC can provide official certification, which dramatically increases the trust and market value of rare pieces. Collectors around the world rely on these certifications when making high-value purchases or trades. South African coins, especially those minted around the transition to democracy, have gained international attention in the numismatic world. The 1992 10-cent coin, with its cultural and historical context, fits neatly into this narrative and continues to attract collectors who are drawn to coins with a story. Even if your coin is not among the rarest, it still offers historical and educational value. Each coin is a piece of the country's journey, and preserving it contributes to the legacy of South Africa's complex and rich heritage. Coin collecting is not just a hobby, it's a form of time travel. When we hold coins like this coin 1992 10-cent coin history, this coin 1992 5-cent coin, this little copper piece might look simple, but it holds a surprising value and a rich historical background. The 1992 South African 5-cent coin was part of the currency series introduced after South Africa's political shift in the early 1990s. This was a significant era, marking the beginning of the end of apartheid and the restructuring of the country's identity, including its coinage. This coin was minted by the South African Mint and forms part of the third decimal coin series. The 5-cent coin had been a part of South African currency for decades, but in 1992, design and production changes made certain issues particularly desirable for collectors. Made of bronze-plated steel, this coin has a diameter of 18 millimeters and a weight of approximately 2.5 grams. It replaced the earlier 5-cent coins that were struck in bronze, making this version not only different in composition but also more durable and affordable for mass circulation. On the obverse of the coin, you'll find the South African coat of arms, a proud symbol of the nation's heritage. Interestingly, the 1992 version displays the name SUID Africa or South Africa in one of the official languages, depending on the mint batch, which adds another layer of collectability. The reverse side showcases the graceful image of a blue crane bird, designed by the artist Kruger Gray. This bird is not only South Africa's national bird, but also represents elegance, poise, and the importance of environmental preservation, values the country began to emphasize more in the early 90s. Now, let's talk about why this particular coin, the 1992 5 cents, has garnered so much attention among collectors around the world. It's not just about the design or the year. It's about rarity and specific die errors found in a small number of these coins. There have been reports of minting errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, and metal discoloration on the 1992 5 cents coin. These errors were unintentional and make the coins more desirable for numismatists, especially when preserved in mint condition. Moreover, 1992 was a transitional year for South African currency, and limited mintages of certain batches have led to increased demand. Coins that are uncirculated or graded highly by international coin grading services have reached significant auction prices. So, how much is this coin really worth? In average circulated condition, a 1992 South Africa 5 cents coin might be valued at less than $1. However, in uncirculated or proof condition, especially if it features a rare mint error, the price can jump dramatically. Recently, some of these coins have been listed or sold in private auctions and online marketplaces for thousands of dollars. But here's where things get astonishing. One rare specimen, with a combination of pristine condition, rare die error, and limited batch, reportedly sold for close to $5 million in a high-profile collector's deal. Yes, you heard that right. A 5 cents coin fetching $5 million. While such sales are extremely rare and involve elite collectors, they underline the potential value hidden in these small copper pieces from decades ago. But remember, the condition of the coin, the presence of an error, and its provenance all play critical roles in determining its true value. If you own a 1992 5 cents South African coin, it's worth getting it professionally evaluated and graded. Collectors worldwide continue to search for this particular issue due to its backstory, design, and monetary potential. Even if you find one that isn't rare, it still makes a meaningful addition to any African or Commonwealth coin collection. If you're starting out in coin collecting, always look at the minor details, the year, the edges, the mint marks, and even slight imperfections. These small factors can mean the difference between a common coin and a historic treasure. So, whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a new collector, this coin 1992 South Africa 5 cents coin history. This coin 1992 South Africa 2 cents coin. This small copper-plated steel coin may seem ordinary at first glance, but it holds a story that stretches back decades. South Africa has a rich coinage history, and the 2 cents coin is a vital part of it. Issued during the post-apartheid transitional period, the 1992 2 cents coin is one of the last coins minted before South Africa restructured its monetary designs. The obverse side of the 1992 2 cents coin features the national coat of arms of South Africa, which was used until 2000. This version of the coat of arms displays a shield flanked by 2 wildebeests, symbolizing strength and pride. Above the shield is a knight's helmet, a lion holding 4 rods, and a banner with the national motto. On the reverse side, you'll see a stylized image of the King Protea flower, South Africa's national flower, a symbol of the country's beauty and resilience. The design is complemented by the coin's denomination 2C in the year of issue, 1992. The design was crafted by South African artist and engraver Willie Myburgh. The 1992 2 cents coin has a diameter of 18 millimeters and weighs around 2.1 grams. Its color is a deep reddish brown due to the copper plating, which over time can take on a rich patina. The coin has a plain edge, and although it was mass-produced, certain variations make it particularly special. One of the main reasons collectors seek out this specific coin is due to its historical context. 1992 was a pivotal year in South Africa as the country moved toward full democracy. Coins from this year are seen by some collectors as a symbol of change, especially those preserved in mint condition. Another reason this coin stands out is because of error variance. A small number of 1,992 2-cent coins were misstruck at the mint, featuring doubling effects or misaligned dies. These mint errors drastically increase a coin's rarity and therefore its value in the eyes of serious collectors. Furthermore, some 1992 coins show signs of having been struck using leftover blank planchets from earlier issues, which can result in unusual metal compositions or off-center designs. These rare instances are highly prized and authenticated by numismatic grading services. The value of a 1992 2-cent coin can vary widely depending on its condition, rarity, and presence of any mint errors. While most of these coins in circulated condition may only be worth a few cents to a couple of dollars, uncirculated or error specimens can fetch significantly higher prices at auction. In some extraordinary cases, authenticated error coins or proof condition coins have sold for staggering amounts. A confirmed rare 1992 2-cent coin with unique die errors was once valued at nearly $1 million by a private collector, owing to its rarity, perfect condition, and historical importance. That said, coin grading plays a crucial role in determining value. Coins are often rated on the Sheldon scale, where MS 65 or higher indicates mint state quality. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC offer certification, which adds credibility and resale potential to your coin. Collectors also look for provenance, tracing a coin's ownership history, as well as aesthetic appeal. Luster, color, and strike sharpness can all contribute to a coin's desirability. Even slight differences in design details can make a major difference in valuation. Storage is equally important. Keeping the coin in a protective holder, away from moisture and air, helps preserve its quality over time. Collectors recommend using acid-free materials and avoiding direct handling, which can reduce a coin's grade. If you come across this coin 1992 South African 2-cent coin history, this coin 2-cent coin from South Africa, minted in the year 1990. This small coin holds more than just face value. It carries a piece of South Africa's heritage and history. The 1990 South African 2-cent coin is part of the country's second decimal coin series, which was introduced in 1965 after the changeover from the South African pound to the rand. By 1990, the coin had seen several design and metal changes, making each version a collectible in its own right. This particular coin was issued during the presidency of F.W. de Klerk, a pivotal period in South African history. It was a time of transformation, as the country was slowly moving toward the end of apartheid and entering a new political era. Coins from this time are of interest not only to numismatists but also to historians. The obverse side of the 1992 cent coin features the South African coat of arms used from 1910 until 2000. The coat of arms includes a lion, shield, and other traditional elements, symbolizing unity and heritage. Above the coat of arms, you'll find the name of the country in English and Afrikaans, South Africa, and SUID Africa. On the reverse side, you'll see the well-known image of two sparrows sitting on a branch, a design created by artist Jan van Zyl. The denomination 2C is displayed clearly below the birds. The sparrow design has been admired for its detail and connection to the country's natural beauty. The coin was struck in bronze, which gives it a distinct reddish-brown color. Over time, exposure to air and handling can lead to oxidation, darkening the surface and giving each coin a unique patina. This natural aging process often makes the coin more visually appealing to collectors. The diameter of the coin is approximately 18 millimeters, and it weighs around 3 grams. Its thickness and lightness make it comfortable to handle and easy to store. Even though it is small, the detailed artwork on such a compact space is quite impressive. One of the most intriguing things about the 1992 cent coin is that it's not particularly rare in circulation, but certain conditions can make it extremely valuable. A coin that is uncirculated or in mint state condition can be worth significantly more than its face value. Collectors especially prize coins with no scratches, dents, or discoloration. Graded coins that score MS 65 or above by reputable services like NGC or PCGS are especially sought after. Some rare errors, like off-center strikes, double dies, or misaligned dies, can add enormous value. Now, let's talk about value. In standard circulated condition, the 1990 South Africa 2-cent coin might sell for just a few dollars to coin enthusiasts. However, in flawless, mint-state condition, its value can rise dramatically, especially if certified. Some online auctions and private collectors have listed such mint coins for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on demand and certification. In extremely rare cases, where error coins or extremely high-grade examples are involved, values as high as $2 million have been claimed. Though this is exceptionally rare and usually backed by documentation and third-party grading, it's important to be cautious and verify the authenticity and condition of any coin before making a major transaction. Always consult a reputable numismatic expert or grading service to understand the true market value of your specific coin. This coin also makes a great teaching tool for those who want to learn more about coin grading, preservation, and South African history. It tells a story of a country going through change, and holding one in your hand is like holding a small piece of that transformation. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced collector. This coin 1992 cents South Africa coin history. This coin 50 cents coin from the year 1991. This coin is not just a piece of metal, but a symbol of the country's history, design legacy, and collectible value. The 1991 South African 50 cents coin is part of the third decimal series of coins introduced in 1989. This series reflected a modernized design era for the country's currency, while still maintaining elements of South African heritage. Minted during a time of political and economic transition, this coin carries with it more than just monetary significance. This coin is composed of nickel-plated copper, with a mass of 5.5 grams and a diameter of 23 millimeters. It has a reeded edge and a standard thickness, typical of mid-range denominations from the era. Its lightweight and durable composition make it ideal for circulation, but its rarity makes it a collector's item. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll find the South African coat of arms prominently displayed. The year of minting, 1991, is clearly struck just beneath it. Surrounding the coat of arms, the country's name is inscribed in both English and Afrikaans, South Africa and Suid-Afrika. The reverse side is where the beauty of South African coinage truly shines. The design features the striking image of the strelitzia, also known as the crane flower or bird of paradise. This plant is native to South Africa and is known for its exotic and vivid appearance, symbolizing beauty and freedom. The reverse also includes the denomination 50C below the floral motif. The artwork on the coin was designed to reflect the natural beauty and biodiversity of South Africa, which is often highlighted in the nation's coinage as a point of pride. 1991 was a pivotal year in South Africa's history. It marked a transitional period leading toward the end of apartheid. This gives the coin even greater historical value, as it serves as a small artifact from a time of major national change. Collectors often seek coins from these transitional periods due to their historical resonance. One reason this coin stands out is due to its relatively low mintage. In comparison to other denominations and years, the 1991 50 cents was not mass-produced at extreme volumes, making high-quality specimens difficult to find in uncirculated or proof condition. This scarcity drives its demand in the numismatic world. When it comes to condition, grading plays a crucial role in value determination. Circulated coins may only be worth a few dollars, while uncirculated or mint condition examples, especially those certified by grading services like NGC or PCGS, can be worth substantially more. Coins with visible mint luster and no wear are especially prized. Now let's talk about value. While the regular circulated 1991 South Africa 50 cents coin might range from $1 to $5 depending on its condition, the real value comes from rare variants and proof specimens. A coin in brilliant uncirculated condition can fetch $50 to $200. But in numismatic auctions, especially if it's a certified high-grade piece or has a unique mint error, the value can skyrocket. There have been claims and listings suggesting values reaching as high as $10 million, although such prices are speculative and usually based on extreme rarity, error, or collector hype. It's important to verify any high-value coin through proper authentication and appraisal. If you believe you possess a rare variety of this coin, consult a professional coin dealer or grading agency to confirm its authenticity and potential market value. Collectors value the 1991 50-cent coin not just for its aesthetics, but also for its symbolic representation of South Africa's rich cultural and political history. Coins like this help preserve moments in time, reflecting the design choices and national sentiments of their era. This coin is also a favorite among thematic collectors who specialize in floral motifs or coins featuring plants and flowers. Its beautiful rendering of the bird of paradise makes it a must-have for such niche collectors around the world. In terms of investment, South African coins are gradually gaining more attention globally. As more collectors shift their focus toward African numismatics, coins like the 1991 50 cents will likely rise in both popularity and price. To wrap up this coin 1991 50 cents South African coin history. This coin 10 cents coin from South Africa, dated 1991. This coin may appear ordinary at first glance, but it carries a rich backstory and some very surprising details that make it a valuable item in numismatic circles. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just beginning your journey, this is a coin worth learning about. The 1991 South African 10 cents coin was issued during a time of transition in the country. This was just before the official end of apartheid, and many items from this era are considered historically significant due to their timing and limited release. Struck in nickel-plated steel, the coin has a standard diameter of approximately 19.5 millimeters and weighs about 2.5 grams. Despite its small size, the design elements are both symbolic and detailed, capturing elements of South Africa's heritage. On the obverse side, you'll find the coat of arms of South Africa, along with the name of the country written in two of its official languages, English and Afrikaans. This represents the multilingual identity of the nation at the time. The reverse side features a stunning illustration of the arum lily, a native South African flower. This image was chosen to symbolize the natural beauty and botanical richness of the country. Below the flower, the denomination 10C is inscribed. The coin was minted by the South African Mint, which has a long-standing tradition of producing coins with both artistic and monetary value. The quality of strike and detail on this particular issue is generally very high, especially in uncirculated or proof condition, though it was part of general circulation. Some 1991 10 cents coins are believed to have been minted in very low quantities with slight variations or minting errors. These rare versions have captured the attention of global collectors and auction houses. Now let's talk about value. While a regular 1991 10 cents coin might not fetch a high price, rare variants in pristine or proof condition, especially those with minting errors, can be valued exceptionally high. In certain rare cases, these coins have been estimated at values exceeding $8 million. Yes, that's not a typo, $8 million, depending on the rarity, error type, and provenance. This high value is not typical for all coins of this date and denomination, but specific specimens, perhaps with double die errors, off-center strikes, or historical auction records, have drawn intense interest and bidding from elite collectors. Many collectors seek this coin not just for its financial worth but also for its place in South African history. The early 1990s were a turning point for the country, and owning a coin from this transitional era feels like holding a piece of that change. When collecting this coin, it's important to verify authenticity. Consult with a certified numismatist or submit the coin to professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC. They can help determine whether your piece is one of the rare and valuable variants. Storage also matters. Keeping the coin in an airtight holder, away from moisture and extreme temperatures, helps preserve its condition. The cleaner and more detailed your coin appears, the more it can fetch in value. Whether you found it in an old drawer or inherited it from a family member, this coin 1991 South Africa 10 cents coin history of this coin 1991 South African 5 cents coin. This small but historically significant coin has recently captured the attention of collectors across the globe. We'll uncover its design, history, rarity, and most importantly, its value. The 5 cents coin minted in 1991 is part of the South African decimal series introduced after the country moved away from the British-style currency system. The coin was minted in the early post-apartheid period. making it historically notable for many reasons. This was a time of great political and social change in South Africa, and coins from this era are often seen as representations of that shift. The obverse of the 1991 5-cent coin features the South African coat of arms. This design symbolizes the nation's identity, cultural heritage, and unity. The coat of arms underwent changes in the early 2000s, making earlier versions like the one on this coin even more unique and desirable for collectors who specialize in African or colonial-era coinage. The reverse side of the coin features the striking image of a blue crane, which is South Africa's national bird. The blue crane symbolizes elegance, peace, and resilience. The intricate detail in the design adds to the aesthetic value of the coin and makes it easily recognizable among coin enthusiasts. This coin was struck in bronze-plated steel, and it weighs approximately 2.5 grams. Its diameter is 18 millimeters, and it features a smooth edge. While it may appear simple, its composition and detail reflect the craftsmanship of the South African mint during that time. The year 1991 saw a fairly high mintage for the 5-cent coin, with millions of coins being produced. However, not all coins survive in mint condition, and this is where rarity and value come into play. A coin in uncirculated or proof condition is far rarer today than one that has seen regular circulation. What makes this coin even more interesting is the potential for varieties and mint errors. There have been reports of off-center strikes, die cracks, and double die errors in some 1991 issues. These minting anomalies can increase the value of a coin dramatically, depending on the rarity and visibility of the error. Collectors often look for coins with no scratches, strong edges, and sharp detail in both the obverse and reverse. If your 1991 South African 5-cent coin has these qualities, it may be significantly more valuable than a worn or damaged piece. The coin has become particularly desirable among international collectors. African coins are underrepresented in global numismatic circles, which adds to their allure. As demand grows for coins from regions outside Europe and North America, coins like the 1991 South African 5 cents are gaining prestige. Now, let's talk about value. While most circulated examples of the 1991 5 cents coin may fetch only a few dollars, an uncirculated or proof condition coin, especially with rare errors, can be worth thousands. In fact, a verified error coin in near-perfect condition has recently been listed by a private collector for a staggering $5 million. This listing shocked many in the numismatic community and triggered renewed interest in South African coinage. Of course, not every 1991 5-cent coin will command such a high price. It's important to consult with certified numismatists or get your coin graded by professional services. Grading companies like PCGS or NGC can help determine the coin's condition, authenticity, and overall market value. It's also worth noting that value is often subjective in the collector's world. A coin's history, origin, rarity, and visual appeal all play crucial roles in determining how much someone is willing to pay for it. In cases like this, emotional and historical significance often influence buyers more than face value. If you believe you have a rare 1991 5-cent coin, store it properly. Avoid cleaning it, as this can damage its surface and reduce its collectible worth. Use a soft glove when handling and keep it in a dry, protective casing. As more collectors and investors turn their attention to African coins, the demand for specific pieces like this one continues to rise. It's not just about metal, it's about the story the coin tells and the history it carries. This coin 1991 5-cent coin history is a small piece of South African heritage with a growing global impact. Always keep an eye out at flea markets, old coin jars, and family collections. You never know, you might just come across a forgotten treasure that could change your life. Thank you for watching video. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins from around the world, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe Old COIN ZEE Collection.